Hi folks, we are in the closing stages of round 1 in the 8 Regents of Westeros tournament, and I think all the matches actually have now been decided, including Stark versus Baratheon. It was a very good start by Stark here, taking a 7-1 lead. It is 8-2 now, 3 games still to be played. They are less important. There could be a tiebreaker, so every win can still count, but it's less likely this year, I think, with the best of 13 matches. So we'll see what happens in the last one. I'm going to show you this one. So Sophie for Baratheon playing against Jake Platt, a former Canadian champion, returning to the game after quite an absence. And yeah, it's I think logical to see some weird agendas here. So Banner Falcon for Stark, which I mean, Banner Falcon is pretty bad agenda all around. Has a bad downside and no huge benefit, but it's not horrendous. It's not like it's a gold price. But in Stark, where you kind of don't want to go out of action too much, or even neutral, I guess, it's not a great agenda. And for Baratheon, Kings of Winter, well, so far is not a great agenda either. I say so far because there is now a triggering condition. Well, there was in the past also. White Raven was quite early in the game's history. It can gain power for winning dominance if you have a summer or winter plot revealed, or if there is summer or winter by any player, I think even. But more recently there is Deepwood Moth, which reacts to a winter plot being revealed, and Northern Pyre is a card that is coming out that also has a winter condition, so these are supposed to represent Stannis' campaign in the north, so there could be Bara Winter genuinely as a deck at one point in the not too distant future. But okay, setup wise, I think not setting up any econ, even though it's Eldon and the throne here against two useless characters. I think we have a better start arguably here. Although, did we? Oh, we have a card in Shadows. I was gonna say, did we set up only 5 gold worth of cards? No, there is probably a mirror or something in Shadows as well. What does Eldon do? So he stands northern encampments, and I guess in more particular decks he can stand Storm's End, he can stand Black Cells. It's very useful, but so far he has nothing to do here on the board as it is currently. Oh, and we have an Erin card. The Veil of Erin will give us some power if we win with a loyal or House Erin character. There is a loyal character here. There's a benefit if you can kneel the Veil of Erin with some card effect, but I don't think that will be happening this round. Now let's see what Bara has. Well, I have a strong suspicion we'll be using that armory, otherwise the whole round is a waste. And finally a bit of econ. I mean, if Mage does a challenge, it's most likely going to be left unopposed. If it's military, the reducer dies and then there's power to take. So yeah, it's not amazing, and we're not gonna bother this round. Wait for a better chance. And let's hope we don't lose anything valuable. Wyman. Why does Wyman always get discarded for Intrigue Claim? It's happened so many times this week. It's one of the best cards we could have got in play. So if this was Bara Assault, which has Eldon and Melisandre as the 2 key characters, I'd even say just play a Morghulis here, because it's so difficult to recover if those two die. But yeah, we don't have the Stark everything is duped situation yet, so fortunately it's not great for that. And of course by delaying it you give Bar a chance to find the dupes also. Of course I don't know exactly the plots, but some of the versions that were going around our Discord server, the Banner Falcon deck, do have Morghulis, so I assume we play it here. Well, winter reserves means winter plots. Which ones? Ooh, Searing Flames for reserve, that's not the best. Which winter plots? Barring the gates, that means no shadows. Winter Festival for sure, I think. I would not play first now out of Baratheon, so could also be... well, I have to be careful. There's no weird stranger as the reset. It would be absolutely terrible for Bara if that was revealed now. Nothing burns is also not a Baratheon plot usually. Just gonna go second Winter Reserves for more econ. Then maybe Winter Festival or something. I really don't know what the plots could be. Could go into two claimers, I guess, for the end game. Fall Spring. Rationing maybe. And we have the 5 cost brand. That's interesting. Don't see that every day. Some decks try to make the old gods work with the castle, maybe with the attachment or whatever. Just playing him normally, so to speak. We go first on purpose. Maybe worried about Red Priest. Maybe we have a Grey Wind to play to cancel Melisandre. Could trigger Mira also in Marshalling. Stop the nil. Of course it could happen with cards like Sin in Flames, but one was already discarded. And yeah, we're gonna do that. We don't have Claim Soak though, which is a bit awkward. Yeah, I was a bit skeptical about this being a Shadows deck, even though Eldon is here, right? Because Black Cells is one of the best locations for him to stand. I actually think it might be, if you're gonna do Winter Reserves, you might have Barring and play the cards that put stuff in Shadows. Then I think you'd go double Barring, not double Winter Reserves, right? And Summer Hall, okay. Well, how about those White Ravens then? Yeah. And yeah, now could go quickly with the dominant stuff. I'm going Nils at this point. Is there going to be any gold left for Melisandre Nil? Okay, so going first, not that bad in hindsight now. Red Priest can take something, but I think be reset away. At some point we have the econ to support a good Morghulis. We don't have the dupes though. Given that Bara is playing so much Winter, maybe at least get Mira back into Shadows, delay it for a round. then you can start thinking about that, because the board, I mean, it's not bad with Grey John there, but we are going to be conceding power for dominance, and there is a clock on the game when Bara starts doing these White Ravens, so we'll see. Now go left for a Scene in Flames and Melisandre Nil. Yeah, we need to attack with 2 characters here. I would consider stealthing Red Priest, force one of the power icons to kneel. Angui. Not sure if Jack knows that Angui would kneel here because Eredon's loyal. But it's as good as anything. It doesn't really matter that much which character gets stealthed, I think. If they both now defend to only lose by 1, I mean, that's kind of okay too. Nothing defends. Not surprised. Grey John, of course, will stand. And I think we'll get Eldon knelt now, right? Oh, Mira gets the power. So what's the condition here? Loyal or House Eren, so she is the only one who can get a power limit once per phase, so now it's kind of gone and Mira will be leaving place, so I think if Mage or Bran are going to win a challenge, that would be better to trigger then. And we miss on the Mage trigger. Well, I certainly have the eco now to support Morghulis. Get Robb Stark played no problem, but everything dies. If we had something less good on the board, I mean, we have 4 characters that are quite valuable, I would for sure consider trading those Bara cards, because they're also really good and key for this deck. So okay, we take the lead, and we can defend some of the challenges at least. Now this one will depend on the hand. Might consider defending the other 2 actually. Does he have any insight or anything? No. Has targeted intrigue claim. That would be interesting to get hand knowledge actually. Might have considered attacking with him just to filter the hand, and then maybe do that next time, and then go into Morghulis. Mira's back in shadows. Now claim soak. Have to defend, and then it will be on a post power, right? It's a bit unfortunate. I think we'll be 6-4 down. But kind of winning on the board state, I think. Unfortunately, all of Bara's power is on the faction card. I think there might be a winter festival now for Baratheon. Could also go barring though. So winter festival brings Mira back to shadows, which you don't necessarily want, but barring, yeah, also. But then she's stuck and also has a chance of hitting time for walls. I think that would for sure get Grey Wind anyway. Rationing. That stops Greyjohn. Stops Mage as well. Doesn't stop Bran. How about a Frozen Solid for that Iron Throne? Now, do we have any dupes yet? Yes, we do. Okay, we're not gonna Morghulis because Red Priest took Rob's dupe. We're just gonna win on the power. Might be tricky though. And Winterfell is good for the strength boost, but of course it's not gonna stop Bara Winter. And of course there's a nil. Eldon finds a dupe also in the meantime. Now it's not such a good trade to have a dead Rob in hand after Red Priest leaves play, and it's Bran versus Eldon. Empty hand though, completely empty. And I think we might deny the red keep now. Stops Veil of Erin as well. The rationing, I mean. Hello.
Hello. It's not looking great, but I was gonna say I like kind of this idea that Bara had for summer, for winter.
Yeah, it's not the worst. But yeah, I do think we might have considered just preparing for Morghulis, leaving Rob in hand there. He comes duped after Morghulis.
Are we thinking armor gulis or the armor gulis? Because I think armor gulis, right?
Yes, yes, for sure. Because now, okay, we have card advantage, but Eldon versus Bran, it's not amazing, is it? And I'm not sure we can deny the red keep. Greyjohn doesn't stand. I mean, we can deny the red keep, sure, but it's a bunch of unopposed if you try, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Baran can't attack power either, because they lose their own red keep. They can't attack military because Rob stands. They can do intrigue though, with insight.
Yeah, intrigue with insight, and then if with defend, then you can do that power challenge. not with the inside. Mhm. Maybe I want to keep the inside guy for power challenge, but um, I could leave this on a post. Although one thing that is kind of annoying is um, you go into Morgulis with two cards in hand. I don't even know if it's exactly two. You're gonna lose both of them for Amber Loyalist, so it's gonna be no cards on both sides. Or actually, Bara if they don't. Um,
Yeah, if they don't do
if they
power, they're
don't.
fine. So I don't think we can Morgulis at this point. We're just gonna have to win on the board. Okay.
I think Bara has to pass now. I mean, if she had Chamber, that would go really fast.
Well, doing
Okay.
the suicidal power.
Why?
It's not enough, right? It's gonna be 9 on the attack. Come on, don't chicken out. Do the power. Yeah.
But why it's not even
We're
so much
not,
that both would be forced to defend?
yeah, we're not even defending with both. We can defend with one now. Mage doesn't react this round, so
But she gets renown.
she does get renown.
But
Brand
maybe you do
defense.
want to defend that military actually, because I don't think you want to kill Amber Loyalist, but I wouldn't attack this Bara anyway because
That was just such a pointless waste of red keep. 9-5, okay. We have Grey John's now turned off, but we have two renowned bodies. We have the Rob stand, Mira is back. Might have something in hand as well. If you have Anya Wainwood, which I think is the idea with Veil of Erin, could also quite quickly get 2 power for challenges. Okay. Does that mess anything up? I suppose it doesn't. There's no old gates or anything like that. But it is another power. Maybe it's the plan is to do Harris. We have to keep Amber Loyalist then, which we would anyway, because okay, Bran and Greyjohn can survive it together technically, I guess. Maybe Bran, Amber Loyalist, and Relore Infiltrator. Got 3 characters. And Rob back. No, there's no Harris. There is a Winter Festival though, and that's now. I mean, with Dominance and the White Raven trigger, that's 14 power.
maybe Greywind comes in to cancel the White Raven, but it's not unique, so if she draws more, I mean,
Mm-hmm. Take Summer. Fast Eddie and the Shadow guy. Smallfolk mob. Do we have anything? There's not gonna be a second winter festival, so Bar is
No?
on 14. We can
Oh,
still try
two
to
reserves.
Morgulis. Okay, not now. We're just gonna
Yeah,
go
two
for the win.
reserves and two reserves and all the Seacon, if only.
Didn't use Great Hall on Daisy. Might matter for dominance if the plan is to keep Daisy standing there as an Iron Throne.
Yeah, I found that to work good against these dominance rush decks.
Don't have Graven, so I think she might be going right now. Too bad about that Wyman getting discarded. I mean, Wyman and Rob together would have. We would not be on 5 now, we would be on 9 or something, and then you can think about closing. Wow.
I think you for sure need to name Daisy unless you have milk. But we have huge strengths.
Yeah, it's not entirely hopeless to win dominance. Okay, Grey John goes, doesn't want to get intimidated.
But he doesn't stand, though.
And
Oof, and Bob.
Robert. Okay. That's another character that can be allowed to win a challenge, unfortunately. $29 for dominance for Bara. $46 for Stark at the moment. If you deny dominance, that's only the Winter Festival power being considered. We'd for sure like to do that in a way where we also push a power challenge through, though. And the Veil of Erin trigger. We didn't use the reducer, and we didn't play that Winterfell Steward either. Could have been another 2 strength there if the plan is not to reset ever. Of course, Bara can always in the meantime do that. It's a difficult situation, but we're not out of this one, I think. The easiest is just to pass, and then you can defend with just enough strength to still win dominance. Yeah, the harder part is calculating if you can attack, not give it renown away, and still have enough for dominance. But yeah, there's always that possibility that Bara defends with strength 1, and then the whole thing is a bit of a mess. I think that's the right thing to do. Defend power and defend Robert's renown.
How much is dominance? Do you know?
Yes, I just said it was 29 for Baratheon, and we have 46, I think.
46.
Yes.
Jesus. Those numbers are way too big for my brain.
Okay, did I miscount? Let's see. 42 maybe. Yeah, 42. So we're quite comfortably winning it at the moment. And if Bara attacks power, we can defend that power. Yeah, this is where it's more problematic, because we either lose or we kneel power icons. But at the moment, we can kneel Bran, and it's fine. There's also Mira still available. If we defend with Bran, we trigger the Veil of Varin. Is that attacking or no? Participating. Got that power as well. Could bring Mira out and defend with Mira and the Reducer. Okay, I think that's an okay option. Now is Bara gonna also do a military? I feel like Summer being there is kind of a deterrent, because you're not achieving anything unless you put actually Robert and some more stuff into it. But then, yeah, that's not available for the power challenge, so it's all fine for our side. 5 or more strength we need on the Veil of Erin. We won that one by 4. Yeah, game's still in the balance. I was worried that Bara's just gonna get the free dominance, but it's not so easy. Well, I should try not to deny Red Keep again. And of course, Robert's ability will come into play now also. Gonna choose 6 plus or 4, 5 plus, or what is it? 5 plus, yeah.
5 plus.
We give the shot back. Yeah, we are on 7 now. If we win initiative again, power claim is 8. We have 3 renown still standing is 11. Veil of Erin is 12. It's a bit short.
Fast Eddie would do it, I think.
Fast Eddie would be pretty
Usually
nice.
that's the deck. Or Anya to get 2 for Veil.
And if Morgul is here, now it's Nelt Bran against standing Eldon, so that's not.
I don't see why Bergaust.
No, I'm just
Though
saying.
it would be slightly better if we had that Gravint.
Yeah. Oh, we do Morgulis, and Foil Spring's not fun, but okay. We go first. Yeah, that's not fun now. Can't do power claim either. And with nothing, I don't think we will win dominance this time. So just a chamber and it's all gone, I think. Any half decent top deck. Yeah, now we're down to 3 cards and we're gonna lose the best one, so I don't think it was the best choice to trigger Morgulis first. Something goes back to hand, Rob goes back. Okay, we're gonna offer that. Keep the last card, the best card in hand, I guess. Yeah, too much power considered early on. If Bara was on 10, we just keep playing, and I think we'd get to 15 earlier than Bara would. I mean, we still might have just not play Morgulis and have more rounds like the last one, right? I mean, Winter Festival is not there, so the idea is that Bara gets nothing and we get something. Helps going second, of course, in that scenario, or to have a rob stand. Isn't the last card that Winterfell Steward? That still has to be in hand, right? Not Recon. Well, we have Armory to stand Bran and we have Mira. Now what does Bara have? Hopefully nothing. Free Econ with Eldon. Plenty. Yeah, we can't stop that. I mean, we would struggle to stop Imri even without the Morgulis play. Grave Wind for that. Do we bring Mira out to blank Imri? They survive challenges. And pass, of course, just defend. Bara wins dominance and again there is ability, but how is Bara failing to push at least one outpost or the power challenge through?
I mean, they have one stand, right? So
We could stand Bran and let the Imri trigger go through, and then if she fails to realize that Bran cannot be knelt and sacks 4 locations, then Imri fizzles. I'd be tempted to try that. Okay, not doing so well now with dumping these agendas. But okay, I think it's fair enough. We knew that Stark's not so good at the bottom with his random ones, especially anything that gets you away from the mono Stark strategy. And Bara, on the other hand, is pretty decent. Like I was saying at the beginning, even winter support is now coming for them, so even this one that's clearly not very viable at the moment has some future. If we kill Mira here and leave it unopposed, what's the dominant situation? 19. No, we just miss it again. Need another big body. I think possibly the strategy might have been here to prepare for that Morgulis, not Marshal Rob, and then start playing afterwards if there's still time. Of course, we were gonna eat the Winter Festival and everything, so might not
I think
have worked out.
Bara could have just used Ymir as well in the marshalling.
Yeah, but then there's still the armor in Mirror and Shadows, right?
Yeah, but I think you still can close with that.
Probably.
Can you not? Think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we still have tricks in hand? I don't know what that could be. Off to Galtown on Recon or something.
Yeah.
And that's
There's one cost event that puts Haring card into play that whenever.
that's a marshalling action, unfortunately, and would have been used, I think. Can't be done. And it's not like if there was another round, it goes any differently. Spent on Morgulis now, and Bara is on 14 with a pretty decent board and Imri back online, so. Yeah, Melisandre and Red Priest. Early on, those were the triggers that hurt the most. Of course, Intrigue Claim wasn't the best, the first one. I feel like maybe you need to go into an immediate grave in against these decks. Power with just the one. We have 6, we can defend it. Yeah, and if Throne wasn't there, would have solved some of our problems as well. With the big board, we could still win dominance, but not now. Okay, cool. Not gonna cry too hard about this one. It's now 8-3. And we have 2 more games to come. I think this might be the last one. I mean, the last one we record, because the actual last one is really in the middle of the night, and next one is coming up shortly. But I don't know how exciting it will be. I think we're gonna play another small council, so. And Bara's gonna play something weird, so it might not be the best game. But I am slightly curious because it's Gabriel Runner against Franke Roders, and we had Franke in the team, of course. Kind of forced to trade him because he wanted to go to Baratheon, and we'll see if he's in shape or not. But yeah, we might not record that one, so that could be all we have from round 1. Great round, all in all, even with a couple of defeats now coming with this bad agenda. So
Yeah, I mean, there's a really bad agenda, so. I mean, I lost with that council, but, you know, we got rid of that I think, and I don't know if I can say, but Gabi will also play small council, so happy to have that
yeah,
out of the rotation.
yeah, exactly. I think we got out of this round without spending too much, honestly. Had to play a couple of good ones in the middle there, but fair enough. Not too many. So good round all in all. Yeah. Okay. Let that be it for today. Thank you for watching, and see you next week, probably.
Bye bye.